Guys, welcome back to Small Business Sundays. I am your host, Allison Irvin Farrell, and today we are joined by maker EJ with E2 Creations. So thank you for joining us, EJ.
Thanks for having me.
EJ makes beautiful wood pieces, and we just kind of want to know what got you inspired. How did you get started?
Yeah. So I've always been interested in art. I think when I was younger, I didn't necessarily know kind of what my niche would be.
Okay.
I knew I couldn't draw, I knew I couldn't paint. And so I would say my first kind of official outlet was working at a art framing shop, where I was kind of around artwork every day, and I learned how to take molding and cut it down and make frame and cut mats. And so that was sort of my way of kind of expressing just kind of my artistic side, if you will. And I was saying kind of that sort of birth, just my entryway into using tools to then make.
Okay, I like that. It kind of segues into the next question, which is, are you self-taught? Did you go to school, get training? How did you get started?
Yeah, so I would say a combination of different things. So one, I would obviously go back to the art shop that I was working in.
Okay.
A lot of things I picked up along the way. A lot of folks who I've seen kind of doing work, and I kind of made them my mentors, if you will. Love to get different techniques from them to kind of ask them different thoughts and ideas. I would even say my dad, who would give me these random tools, and I would kind of then use those to kind of figure out how to use the tools and what the tools would do. And then I think that would then sort of allow me to sort of further explore different avenues of woodworking and making stuff.
I like that. So a lot of exploration, creation, and all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
I love it. So I want to know, what was your first piece, and do you still have it?
Yeah, so the first piece that I made was when we were expecting our son, our first child.
Okay.
I made this sort of like a name header to go in this room, to go above the crib. Had his name on there and had these different designs on there that I painted. That really kind of gotten me sort of back into kind of an artistic expression. And then with some of the leftover materials that I had, made some other pieces, and kind of just sort of posted them to see what happened. It kind of took off from there. And so my son is probably on his third room, but he still has the sign above his bed, and still goes with the colorway, so that's a good thing.
Oh, that is so good. He'll probably get married and still have that sign.
I mean, he needs to. He needs to be Eric the Fourth, but
I love that. So, have you ever had a project go wrong? And if so, how did you save it, or were you even able to save it?
Yeah, so I had speaking of those mentors, I had a mentor who said to me one time, that you will always make mistakes.
Okay.
And so the trick in woodwork, and kind of really anything, is figuring out how to fix that mistake. And not necessarily to cover it up, like how do you actually like go back and fix it, and so that these deals to save the piece.
Yeah.
And so I would say definitely at every project that I work on, at some point, I kind of hit a wall, and I ask myself, why am I doing this again? And so, but figure out a way to navigate around that. And I had a piece that I did last summer. Had this, great plan in place. Had, knew exactly what I was going to do. Was excited about it. Man, it got started. Like every aspect of that piece is messed up. And so, but I was able to, thank God, save it by the end of it, and get it delivered on time and whatnot. And so, and even that customers reach out to inquire about some other work as well. So,
wow.
So it worked out.
Now that's a testament. Don't give up, guys, even when you want to. Yes, definitely keep pushing. So, where do you see E2 Creations going in the next 5 years?
Yeah, I would really love just to expand to the point where I have pieces that I can make, and then people are interested in those pieces because either they like the style of it or because I made it. Okay. A lot of what I do now are custom orders, which is good.
Right.
But there are also, there are pieces that I'm kind of just interested in making an idea. I may see something and want to make it. So would love to get to the place where like I can make these pieces, and these pieces, are in, maybe some of your major brand stores like a West End or Restoration Hardware, even some boutique shops.
Okay.
Where folks kind of going looking for one of a kind of piece.
I like that. Somebody will see a piece and say, oh, that's an E2 creation.
E2 creation, I want that, so.
I do love that. And then last question, I want to know, what piece are you most proud of, and do you still have it? Yeah,
so the piece I would probably say I'm most proud of would be a whiskey cabinet that I made for a customer. Was surprised when they reached out, was excited as I would not have imagined being a part of my customer base. really specific in terms of what they wanted, the colors they wanted. It stretched me in terms of, using different kind of materials and combining those materials.
Yeah.
And kind of just making it a funky design.
Oh, I love that.
Super excited about it. I was able to do everything virtually and put everything together and delivered it, and it met their expectations. Dare I say exceeded expectations. So I was really excited.
I love that. I love that you weren't scared to stretch yourself or shy away from something that wasn't your norm.
Yeah, no, I'm scared to do it, but it worked out. It was a welcome challenge.
Yes.
That initial intimidation of the piece. So.
I love it. Well, EJ, where can we find you? Where can we find your work? I know this one is gone.
Yes,
but
yes.
where can we find all your other pieces?
So I am on Instagram, E2_creations. I have a webpage, E2creations.com. Where folks can ask questions, can submit an inquiry, and see some of the work that I've done.
I love that. Guys, I promise I'm going to link everything that he just said in the bio so that you can find him and get started ordering. We have Christmas, Mother's Day, all the good stuff. All right. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.